Picture this. Underneath the margins, your words can breathe. Got your listeners tilting isosceles the way you holding volcanic quills, spitting decrees. Better believe with flows like these, you got gills. Screaming at daffodils or dreaming in mandrills, derivative of skills. You're built in the workshop, rocking with Ra. Cause in life, the woodshed don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop. Don't stop. God bless the cipher, the rotation. God bless the beatboxer's lungs, amen for breath control, the smiles that pry open faces when flow goes unbroken, and the smoke. To stories you can see, to coming in on the one. Amen to that dream, that early morning conversation, the argument that birthed the idea, that unbelievable situation, the story that had to be told somehow. Peace. Welcome. Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Washington, aka Black Picasso of the almighty Poem Seas, and I am proud and happy to be your host for the inaugural 2021 Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate Finals. We are going to have a great time. We are going to witness some of the most breathtaking, blood-scrambling poetry that you've ever heard and seen and witnessed, and I think you are all going to go away blessed from this experience. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have seven marvelous young people and a few surprises. So I want you to hang on and prepare yourselves. I want to tell you that you're going to witness not only great artistry, but you're going to witness great people in action. This competition is not about entertainment. It's about connection to community and to ourselves. With everything going on, we've been, the word intersectionality has been on my mind, and it is so important to remember that we are all connected. So this celebration is for your family poets as much as it is for you, because without them, you would not be where or who you are without them. This Arlington program is a joint venture of Urban Word of NYC and Words, Beats, and Life, with generous support from county residents like you. For more information, you can go to wblinc.org. Okay, and of course, you know, the event like this, there has to be judges. There has to be someone to look at such great art and then rank it for some reason. We have to quantify it. But I'm very happy that we selected some great judges, some powerful artists in their own right. And I'm going to run through a list of these judges right now. The first, the one and only author, educator, and Emmy-nominated poet, Raquel Brown. Next was the respected poet, WBL board member and founder of the Word Cooperative, Mr. Benny Herron. Third judge was a poet, journalist, and author of 2 volumes of poetry, Point Blank and Drift, Mr. Alan King. Next was some guy named Mazi Matafa, the WBL executive director, and then the last judge was some gentleman named Patrick Washington. So please, understand that these judges had a hard job. Trust me, it was hard. But we gave it our all, and we are confident that we made the right decision. So the way the process works, it goes thusly. All applicants must be between the ages of 13 and 19 years of age and be current residents of Arlington County, Virginia. Now, for 2 months, poets were encouraged to upload their applications, which included original poems, along with a bio or resume detailing any awards, community service, or volunteer experience. And that same panel of judges I just described reviewed and gave a numerical score to each application. And the top scoring applications were then named finalists. Those finalists were then interviewed virtually. There, they were asked questions regarding their art, what inspires them, their favorite colors, what poets make them, jump up and applaud, and also their involvement within the community. A second numerical score was then given to each poet based on that preset rubric, and that score would then be added to the previous for the final cumulative score. And the highest scoring poet who reaches closest to 500 points will then be named the 2021 Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate. Now, what comes with this position? I'm glad you asked. The winning poet will be given not only the title, but they will perform on tour at all Busboys and Poets locations and various DC public libraries. They will perform at Library of Congress and Planet Word during National Poetry Month in April. They will serve on youth advisory boards for the John F. Kennedy Center. They will have the opportunity to publish an original book through Words, Beats, and Life upon completion of the program, and they will be automatically entered as a contestant in Urban Word's National Youth Poet Laureate Contest. So it's a lot of good stuff happening. Personally, on a personal note, I want to make sure that the Youth Poet Laureate and the ambassadors, all the finalists, will partner up and hopefully connect with other laureates from across the region for special events, just fellowship. I would love to see a network of YPLs in this region. But that's enough for me. It's time for our first poet of the evening, and it's not a finalist. We need to kind of, cleanse the palate and get started on the right note. So I'm going to introduce to you the 2020 Washington, D.C. Youth Poet Laureate. All right, so here we go. Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Wait, hold on. Wait. Don't jump in yet. I have to give you all of your kudos, okay? All right, so here we go. Marajan Nadiri is the 2020 DC Youth Poet Laureate, an Afghan-American writer and educator based in DC. As a 6-time Poetry Grand Slam champion, Nadiri has been featured on Now This News, The Washington Post, NPR, the United Nations Girl Up Campaign, NBC News, Amazon Prime, the Kennedy Center, DC United, Nike, the U.S. Institute of Peace, and more. Her writing has been recognized by the Adroit Journal, Brave New Voices, shout out to BNV, the Split This Rock database, shout out to Split This Rock, and the National Young Arts Foundation, where she was nominated for the 2020 U.S. Presidential Scholar in the Arts Award. Dang. All right, as an educator, she has facilitated writing workshops across the nation. She's taught Quranic studies at the Afghan Academy and founded the Washington International Academy Library. She's currently working with international nonprofits to build schools and libraries in Afghanistan. Much respect. Her work is featured in curricula including Fairfax County Public Schools and LMS Voice. She attends the University of Virginia. Her chapbook, Bloodline, is available online at marjanxpoetry.com/buy Bloodline. We'll see if we can post that. And I know that you have another book coming up. I know for a fact. So please, everybody, welcome Marajan Nadiri.
Hello. My apologies to everyone that had to sit through that. I didn't think it was going to be that long, but I'll definitely go back and revise it. But hello, thank you so much for having me. I've been thinking a lot about love this quarantine and success, and who hasn't? Duh. And so to give you a little tease of love and human connection and the world itself, I thought I'd read you guys new poems that have been written. And They're very new materials. It's new territory I haven't treaded on, so I hope you enjoy. The first one is entitled Breaking the Fast. The train finds us by the tracks. We chuckle at soft and rehearsed welcomes. We talk sweet with a hive of compliments. Lips are honey, and I am so foolish, sweetly, like bread I soak him in. The conductor pulls out a yellow stepping stool. White boy from Illinois follows the trail I lay for him. He carries a novel of golden eagles and barbed wire. I am a hungry girl whose chest has blackened. We sit by glossy windows, watch fields stretch into the afterlife. Chapters lay open by our ankles. I curl into his arms. He threads a rainbow through my ribs. I bleed under my cheeks. He says, "You blush pretty." I blink a melody. His fingers wrap my thighs. The railing whistles, leaning into each other. We break gently like porcelain. I carve the ugly out his neck and make myself a home. Where that was actually like my first ever love poem thing that actually felt enough for a moment. And it was actually incredibly based off of a random event that happened out the cut. So, yes. Thank you, everyone. I see your comments in the private chat. This next piece is a piece I've been working on recently, and it's entitled "My Mother Leaves the Door Open." Trigger warning: depression. My mother leaves the door open. My dad has cried before. I've seen her, soulless, trying to revive herself in sujood. She curls like an embryo, begging for the angel to blow life back. This home is so cold. The doors are left open. I enter, still learning the etiquette of Madar's mercy. She is quiet battlefield, dreams buried in her elbows. Still, gold pours from her pupils. She loves, hoping karma will return the favor. I always decline her invite. How do I love a mother who disappears into the coffin of her shell? In darkness, the garden grays. This home is so cold. The doors are left open. This damn depression make me dig graves. I don't know how to love without burying my own heart. This is survivor talk. I walk with shoulders too high. One for fast English, one for elementary education, one for the man who loves me, one for all the ways I haven't been disposable. This is survival talk. God, am I enough for my mother to come back to life? Last night I dream a prayer in my mother's voice. ما أصاب من مصيبة إلا بإذن الله ومن يؤمن بالله يهدي قلبه والله بكل شيء عليم. Today I accept her invite. I sit on the gray couch, stare at the blue Persian carpet. Fur blanket warms her knees. She muffles her head into a pillow, asks me to come near. For the first time, I lean in, rest my head on her belly. Remembering her womb, I remember myself. My mother is only love. We close the windows. This home looks a little warmer at sunset. I realize my mother has lived so many lives, and I am one of them. In this moment, I see her let the light in, and now she is born again. Word. I hope these poems kind of hold you a little bit while the world hurts. And thank you.
Mata John. Yo, man, how can see? I remember the first time. Well, one of the first times I heard you, and it still stands, man. The awe that I feel, like how a poem can like, how can a hug turn into a headlock? Like that's what you just did. Like, you know what I mean? You bring them in for a hug, and then you kind of grab them and it's kind of It's like a takedown, but it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, Mata John. Love to you. Oh man, so that is that is what many laureates aspire to. That's what many poets aspire to. And if you haven't looked her up, please do so. Please do so. And I want to shout out our finalists at this time: Jordan Herndon, Sora Spencer, Takir George, Charlotte Papacosma, Liam Mason, Charlotte Mileski, and Shania Morgan. Those are your 7 finalists for Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate. I'm excited. Hopefully you are. I'm tingling over here. We need to get this going. So without further ado, in that order that I just read is how we're going to do this. So we are going to start off with the first poet of the evening. Please give it up for Jordan Herndon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Washington. So one time, growing up, I've loved to take nature walks with my mom. And during quarantine, that's been quite the beautiful opportunity to do some observations. And I recalled one afternoon as I was walking with my mom, I was very captivated by these beautiful birds in a nest. They're baby sparrows. And I was just thinking, what if one of them was by themselves? What would they do? And then I was entranced thinking about these wonderful sparrows, and I was motivated to write this Alexandrine meadowlark. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it touches you. Over by the meadow, a bird calls out its cry. Missing its family, it nestles in leaves dry, waiting for someone kind to keep from misery. Songbird of my own life, with you I find favor. I shall pick you up now and sing a lullaby, keeping you close to me and watching the sunrise. Thank you.
Oh wow. Jordan, you actually perfectly encapsulated that moment, and transported me there. I love it. Thank you so much. Feel that. I felt it. Did y'all feel that? I felt it. This is the Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate Finals. You are here with me. I am here with you. We are here with these poets enjoying this. Our next poet up is going to be Sora Spencer.
Hi, it's nice to be here. I'm pretty new, so yeah. I wrote this poem about being thankful for everything I have, considering the circumstances. We've been through so much, so thank you. I see people in the comments. And I was just writing a poem about how I'm just thankful for everything I have, how I've noticed some things, and I was just thinking that I even got to see these things while I'm sitting here at home. So I hope you enjoy this. Okay. It's called Appreciation. Thank you. Thank you, optimism, even if you're sometimes forgotten. You're needed in this somewhat gloomy society. Thank you, confidence, even if many of us don't feel you when we see these superficial models on the gram and forget our unique beauty. Thank you, glow, even if there are times when shadows attempt to ambush and kill you. Thank you, moms and dads, even if you can be overprotective or embarrass us from time to time. Thank you, family, even if many of you aren't physically here with me. Thank you, influence, even if some of us are greedy with you. Even if some of us are greedy with you when we see that we may not be as popular or strong as the famous leaders on the media. Thank you, celebration, even if you were not as big or great as expected. Some of us still enjoyed you, even with our close loved ones. Thank you, simple pleasures of life, even if we may have not had the best time together. Know that many people are still surviving, and we can thrive with your sweet encouragement. Thank you.
Yeah, the ode is very much needed, very much needed. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to do this in the theme of our my buddy Kenny Carroll. I'm just going to ask you a random question. If you could travel anywhere on Earth right now, just blink yourself, where would you go?
I would say Paris would be my first choice.
Oh, Paris. Why Paris?
Well, it's always been a dream to go out and actually experience all the, how should I say, all the perspectives of life that people enjoy, seeing the monuments and the buildings and just the overall infrastructure. And I want to feel that for myself, not just through pictures. I want to actually see and feel it. And that would be my first, like one of my top, I would say 4 countries I would go to.
Oh wow! Oh, so you're going to get some stamps on that passport. I see now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, I wish you luck on those travels. All right. Thank you so much, Sora. Y'all felt that? Terrific poems. Next up, I would love to welcome Takir George. Mute.
Sorry, guys. Hi, my name's Takir, but most people call me Ta. And this poem is called Customer Service, and it's about my time during quarantine. Hello, I'd like to return this. This lonely be 2 times too big for anyone to bear. Swallows me up, drags on the ground everywhere I go, have to pull it down just to prove that I'm human, that I'm worthy of wearing something other than that same old lonely hello. I'd like to donate this. There's a string loose that lets anyone in, but only long enough for them to see that that's not the only thing that's damaged, to see the imperfections that have been crocheted into my skin like scratchy silk. People can't stand to feel my presence, so I'd like to exchange this. This lonely be a broken mirror with shards that guard the perimeter of my body like solitary confinement. I'll take anything but this. Even a smile in my direction be a drier cycle, shrinking my lonely long enough for my tears to reach the surface of somebody else's eyes, and all I ask for is a reaction. Proof that you see me beyond this barrier, that I'm not just existing to be forgotten, so I'd like to forget this. This lonely be a passion abyss, a first love between a side character and her thoughts. I've been falling for myself my whole life, and I have yet to reach the ground. This lonely be grounded in subliminal thoughts, so I can't tell you where it came from. It's exclusive, unforgettable. My mom wants me to stop wearing it too, but I can't take it off. If I could, I would. I have no use for it. So I'd like to return this. Thank you.
Yo, take it back. Yes. Oh, love it. Charlotte, yo, what inspired that piece?
My best friend got me this like really big sweater like 2 Christmases ago, and I just basically wore it all quarantine. It's just like my favorite thing to wear, and my mom was like really annoyed about it, but it just makes me feel better.
See, yes, real life. You know, these poems are everywhere. Poems are happening to us all the time, and you found a great you found a great moment to capture. Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
Yes. All right. Yes. Okay. We're in here. All right, we're not even halfway through yet. So yeah, just get your ears ready, get your heart ready, get your mind right. Next up is Charlotte Papacosma.
Hi. Okay, so my poem is called Last March, and it's also about my time in quarantine, but unlike Sora, it's actually about what I lost and what some people I know lost. And I wrote it during a time when I was just feeling kind of angry about all the opportunities I was missing. And it definitely helped me like get out some of those feelings. So without any further ado, here it is. Last March, I think I lost my mind. No, really, somewhere on the stairs between the first and second floors, in the crush of stomping feet and flailing arms, hallways knocking around the words that changed our lives, but no one complained. Until we lost sports, until we lost our ability to touch, lost touch with our friends, with our motivation. Oh yeah, did I mention? The COVID slump took away our ambition. Ambition to do, ambition to move, ambition to become someone, something new, and the little things too. We lost our spring dance, our boyfriends, girlfriends to distance, our sense of self, and our big plans for the summer. Okay, that's not little. That's big, big like the 2 A's my best friend lost, her parents' approval gone with it because she couldn't focus on the screen, couldn't tell which way was up when the reflections were blue and the light was green. What else have I lost? Let's see. 12 weeks into March, I lost my lacrosse ball, hitting at the wall of the library, but I guess it wasn't tall enough for me. I hit it into the sky, never to be seen again like my friends in North Arlington who I haven't talked to since my breath blew clouds of frost into the air, when sleet would shiver in my hair, then melt from the warmth of the bus, when I could laugh with my friends, dance down the street, run in the halls, share food before games, all of that gone in an instant. And now it's always cold, but not in the same way as it was last March. Thank you.
Charlotte, you captured that lost moment perfectly.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah, and I know there's so many of us who can relate. Yeah. And I noticed while you were reading, the energy and the love came in through the chat. The comments came through. Wakefield is representing. Yes. A tight, dedicated crew. So shout out to Wakefield, the Wakefield family. No doubt. So, y'all digging this? Hopefully y'all digging this, because I sure am. Next up, we are going to bring up Liam Mason.
All right, listen to this. The kid's spitting, and you know we don't have to check the dictionary nor rhyme zone. One more time, the kid's spitting, and you know we don't have to check the dictionary nor rhyme zone. Told a rapper to try the ratter, hoping he'd happen to bite a mime's flow, snapping I might just mind blow. Hitched and married a girl, now she's buried, covered in rhinestones. His very coveted rhymes go off in various time zones. Pull your hair to the grindstone, sharpen your nose and use it to thwart nefarious wino moms. Where did the time go, God? Where to sign those dots, scaring the dimes, no ox, very divine faux pas, heart of some limestone rock, see Robert a skim it chalk, now trying to find song, give it a walk, give it a minute, man, let the kid talk, get the guitar, pack up the box, back up the car, get at the walk, right at the frying pan into the dark, light up a diamond, make sure he walks, light up a dying man, make sure he walks. Work with doom every day like I'm Starks. Sit in my room and I pray for the stars while I labor for marks. Getting signed to a label is fateful to marks, but I can't be a diamond on payroll. I'm faithful to marks. Take my time, fuck the paper, my bars. All online, Lil B is the spark. The drawl is fine, but he's speaking for art. Start doing lines where he needs his part to come. Compartmentalize mental signs to personas because the onus is dark. The bite of a bonus is bark. Despite it, enrollment looks stark because I'm right at the height of the lowest to start. I'm right at the height of the lowest to start. One more time, the kid's spitting. And you know we don't have to check the dictionary nor rhyme zone.
So Liam, why you gonna come at us like that, Liam? Oh my goodness. Yes, yo, shout out to cadence, shout out to enunciation, shout out to inflection. Yes, the delivery is sick. Thank you. Yo, Liam Mason. Yo, you are, from here on out, I'm gonna call you LM Doom. That's
Ooh.
no doubt. No doubt.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Rest in
Thank you
peace to
very
him.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. It's warming up. Do you feel? Is it getting hot? Do I need to take off? Must I take off the coat? It's getting warm, y'all. So check it out. We've got a few more left. I would like to introduce another Charlotte to the mic. Please welcome Charlotte Mileski.
Hey y'all. I am so excited to have this opportunity to spit and to revel in the work with all the amazing poets that you've heard so far and the poets that have yet to come. And Sora's poem really inspired me to be thankful. So I want to shout out the DCU Slam team. Two of the members, two of my teammates are here tonight, Tak and Marjan, and I also wanted to shout out Kashfi and Gabriella. Because these teammates have made me the poet that I am, and are consistently and always blowing my mind and inspiring me. So huge shout out to you all. And without further ado, this poem is a new work. It's entitled Auto. Our conversation is choppy. It has no rhythm, no flowing rubato either. We used to sing together. Now I harmonize alone. Harmony alone is the worst oxymoron. Pear blossoms fall in a flurry like snow, or maybe ashes of a post-apocalyptic purity, but spring isn't cold nor dead, so why can't I say that the petals fall like petals? We speak in distance, in disconnected tongues and disjointed feelings, bored, lonely, vegetative. Why does our love halt with the world? We slug through summer, and once the dead leaves fall, we return to stillness. He is preemptively cold. His love is an early pear blossom, a cascade of memorized code for I love you, a death by lack of sunshine, but why can't I say the petals fall like petals? Every conversation feels more automated, more automatic, and I hate both those words because they share a root that means self, conversations of self. Every conversation, self, every conversation more by my self. The pieces of blossoming lonely fall like petals. Thank you.
Yes, Charlotte. Charlotte, your poetry always impresses me, man. It's so deliberate and just well thought. You know, why can't I say that the petals fall like petals? That's terrific. That is terrific. Thank you so much for that. So here we are, the last poet of the evening. The final finalist. Please make her feel welcome. This is Shania Morgan.
Hi. So this poem I wrote was about this friend I knew for 8 years, and sadly we're not friends no more. So I decided to make a poem about it. Yes, it's been 8 years, and I want to celebrate it with you, even if I don't trust you. 8 years of ups and downs and crying into his arms and holding each other tight, and you still stab me with a knife. We went from fighting over toys to hanging out with boys. It's nice knowing I have someone by my side who will never leave. But I guess I was wrong, because you put me in so much pain I had to take pain relief. I never had to watch my back to make sure you were still there. I always had your back, and I don't think you were aware. I always prepared myself for things before they happened, so much that it turned into a habit. But I never thought I'd prepare myself for the day that you left, and that day I wasn't at my best. I never thought someone worse than me would replace me. We were supposed to live our best life carefree. I spent 2 weeks in my bed crying and telling myself that all this was just a dream and you were lying. You were a real friend, the friend I could call my ride or die, and my partner in crime. You were like Bonnie and Clyde. So let's celebrate these 8 years, even if we're not talking right now. I can't believe I'm sad right now. This shouldn't be allowed. I don't mind celebrating it by myself. I'll sit in the dark and look at the stars, thinking about how we could have went to Mars. And it's not fair, because I went into the new year without you there. We're not friends, not enemies, just some strangers with some memories.
So Shania, okay, there was a little bit of a volume issue, but I caught some really good lines there, and hearkening back to the to the old friendships, fighting over the toys. Do you have some old friends that you kind of lost touch with?
Yeah, a lot actually. I had a lot of them. So it was mostly about that person though, because I've known them for like almost my whole life. So it kind of sucked that they're not around anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that poem was a great tribute, great memory, to that friendship. So thank you for that. Thank you, Shania. So you just witnessed you've witnessed some supporters, reformers, storytellers, litigators. You've witnessed some teachers, organizers, reporters, and collectors of memories. Uh, that is what a poet should be. So I thank each and every one of you: Jordan, Sora, Takir, Charlotte, Charlotte P, Liam Mason, Charlotte M, and Shania. You guys were all terrific, and you guys are incredibly inspiring. Thank you for all of that. If I could, I'm going to take a moment and kind of take a deep breath and reset, because that was a lot. I don't know about you, but let me take my glasses off. We got to get ready. You know what we have to do next. So I would like to once again recognize the judges, because it was not an easy job. So I want to take a moment to thank Alan King. I want to thank Raquel Brown. I want to thank Benny Heron. I want to thank Mazi Mutafa, all of you for your hard work and these deliberations. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to announce the ambassadors. Yeah, bring everybody back. I'm going to announce the ambassadors. All right, and please let's give everybody a hand and celebrate each of them as I call their names. The last name I call will be the 2021 Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate. Bear with me for 1 second. Iconic indeed. Somebody said y'all were iconic. All right. I don't know if there's a drum roll or what, but y'all can start hitting the tables and all that. I would like to congratulate Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Jordan Herndon for your wonderful work. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. I want to recognize Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Sora Spencer for your wonderful work. Thank you, Sora. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
I want to congratulate Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Shania Morgan for your wonderful work. Thank you, Shania. Thank you. Appreciate you. I want to recognize Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Takir George. Thank you, Takir.
Thank you.
Much love to you. Recognizing Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Liam Mason. Thank you, Liam. Much love to you. I have 2 Charlottes left. Yeah. I need everybody to please give a hand to Arlington County Youth Poet Ambassador Charlotte Papacosma and the 2021 inaugural Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate Charlotte Mileski. Yes, congratulations, Charlotte.
Congrats, Charlotte.
Thanks y'all so much.
Your work was impressive, inspiring, and it deepened a place in a lot of us. So we appreciate you for your work. I can't wait to see what happens, where you take us. Your development so far has been wonderful, and sky's the limit. I look forward to working with you. You should look forward to working with all of those finalists, because we are going to create some great things together. Yes.
Yes, I'm so excited to work with all the poets that I heard spit tonight. Y'all are so amazing.
Yes. As are you. I'm going to get off, and please give us your inaugural poem.
All right, for my inaugural poem, I will be doing a poem entitled The First Eyelash. This is after Kaveh Akbar. There is a delicate black sliver on the corner of my notebook page, an eyelash. I press one finger atop it. A dark crescent moon now hangs on my fingertip. There's a thin streak on my desk, another eyelash, and another, and another. They weren't there before. Even more come to rest on my page filled with eyelash poems. Every letter of every word made from eyelashes. Every stanza sits on straight lines of eyelashes, pouring from my pencil tip, which is an eyelash, gripped by my finger with the first singular eyelash. It is now my 5 fingers with 5 eyelashes. My whole hand is eyelashes. And my watch hands are telling eyelash time, ticking past minutes marked by eyelashes. Each passing minute I see more. Eyelashes crowd the windowsill and rustle in the trees, in which perch eyelash birds singing eyelash song, carried to my ears on eyelash winds, which stir the piles that have collected on the floor. Eyelashes flutter upwards, rise to my calves. Eyelashes are at the backs of my knees, itching my midsection, climbing my spine. I am up to my neck in eyelashes, and once they arrive at my cheeks, I am bombarded by butterfly kisses. Eyelashes finally reaching my eyes to find them wet, spilling over with tears. No eyelashes to hide them because my eyelids are bare. So many eyelashes and none left for me. With a single exhale, I blow them all away, making thousands of eyelash wishes. I hope one reaches you.
Well, there it is. There it is. Thank you so much, Charlotte Mileski, the 2021 Arlington County Youth Poet Laureate. Thank you, Shania, Charlotte, Takir, Sora, Jordan, and Liam. You are all phenomenal, And yes, and Madajan. Thank you, Madajan, for holding it down and showing us, what a laureate should be. So I can't wait to work with all of you. Thank you. Shout out to Mazi Mutafa, the executive director of Words, Beats, and Life, for enabling us to have this. And hey, I will see you all. Wait, everybody's disappearing. Well, I thank you, and I will see you all very soon. Yeah, keep an eye out. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love, poets.
Some ideas, they shake you out of your sleep like when a toddler creeps. Totality of the deep, the mere thought of an unconscious manifestation carried out with the beat. Positive charged protons creating neural explosions. Time hiccups when fingers and pads touch. Dead air smiles because it knows what's coming. The counting is of the clock claps hands. The choreography of the knot slaps jams. And you be like, who made this? Vertebrae responding to the call so bad they make a B-girl curve the wall.